Hello, I know it's late. I hope everybody is doing good. I know it's late, definitely. It's like, what is it, 8:30 at night. I originally wanted to do this video. I originally wanted to do this video at noon. I had posted on Friday to submit some questions about health and fitness, and I would answer them Monday at noon. I think instead of telling myself that I'm going to do something at noon, which isn't actually, instead of having a time, I think it's better for me to just say I'm going to answer it Monday. Because my days are filled up kind of crazily, I'm at the mercy of my day at noon sometimes. So instead of me promising you a time and setting myself up for failure with, presenting at that time, I'm just going to go ahead and say Monday I'm going to answer it. So Friday I'm going to post for comments and questions about health and fitness, and I will post sometime Monday, even as long as it's before midnight, right? So the two questions that I got, thank you so much, Eric, and thank you so much. I just had the questions. Oh. And Ruth, it was Eric and Ruth. Let me go back down. Thank you guys so much for submitting those questions. I really appreciate it. I appreciate the love and support and all of that all the time. Thank you for that. I know Eric had asked what Eric said, I already eat a healthy diet, so how can I add superfoods? So I'm going to go over some superfoods, Eric, that you can add to your diet. Those are, so fish, yogurt, chocolate, believe it or not, nuts, olive oil, eggs, and blueberries. So even if you have a good, hey Neej, thanks for watching, girl. Even if you have a good diet, you can always add those things to your food. So if you don't currently have like blueberries in your diet, add blueberries to that. So if you have a good diet, just up the fish, up the yogurt, the nuts, chocolate, stuff like that. Of course, everything in moderation is what you're gonna go for. But those are your superfoods. So that will definitely help. And hey Ben, thank you so much for the love and support. I appreciate it. I know it's late, guys, but I had to do the video because I didn't want to not do the video. But thank you so much for the love. I appreciate it. And the other question that Ruth had is what exercises can I do for thighs and for the belly? So that is a really, really good question. Just stopping through to show my support and of course share. Thank you so much. I appreciate it, Neej. You were so good at that. I really, really greatly appreciate it. So Ruth, with that question, Lily, get over here. Sorry, this is what happens when you're live. Random downtime shit happens when you're live, I swear to God. Lily, stay. So, what the exercises that I would recommend. The question is kind of hard because I need to know what part of the thigh you're talking about, because there's a lot of the thigh, right? Like you have the top of the thigh, which is your quad, and then you have the back of the thigh, which is your hamstring, and then you have two sides too. So it's kind of like what part of the thigh are you talking about? Any squatting is going to be great for your thighs. Lunges are great for all around thighs. If you haven't done lunges yet, try that for thighs. I'm going to go over a real basic lunge with you right now so I can show you what that looks like. Hopefully you can see. Actually, I'll put you down here. All right, so a basic lunge. A lot of people, when they go into a lunge, they go like this and they become top heavy over their leg. So you want to keep your shoulders pulled over your hips when you do the lunge. Your knee also should not pass your foot that's down in front of you. Your knee should be right over the ankle. Keep your shoulders pulled back and belly button, and then you're going to stand. So instead of going forward, letting that body come up, you're going to keep the shoulders pulled up, land, keeping the knee over the ankle, and then press up through the heel. So those are really, really good for pretty much everything in the leg. If you've ever done lunges and you've had sore legs after that, that's gonna definitely, you know what I'm talking about. So that's for the thigh. And for the core, you know, there's a lot of different stuff that you can do with the core. We have the core is such a big area in the body, I don't think people realize. So there's different ways to trigger the top of the core, there's different ways to trigger the bottom of the core, and then there's different ways to trigger, you know, the whole thing. I think that crunches are not the best movement, because crunches are just a little come up where your shoulders really don't come off the ground. I'm a big full range of motion person, so I want big movements. Like, I want to reinforce big movements for people. So I feel like just doing little things like that, it's really not beneficial. So really open up. I like to do movements where you're on the ground, your arms and your legs go one way, and you bring your arms and your legs up together. So you're lying down, hands go above you, legs come down. Try not to let your feet touch the ground, and then you're going to come up. So it would look like this. And this one is going to get both the lower part of the abs and the upper part of the abs, because you're having to pull, back, because you're having to pull your arms up and your legs up at the same time. So your legs are making the bottom part of the core work, and your upper body is making the upper part of the core work. So arms go above us, and then up, reaching for your feet, down, try not to touch the floor, and up. All right, thank you again for the questions. I appreciate it. I love you all. I am tired. It's been a long day. I hope everybody has a fabulous evening. Stay safe, and I will see you next time.